From Beijing with more on all of this is Su Xiaohui with the China Institute of International Studies. We want to thank you for joining us. Let me ask you this. What's the reaction there in China to the formation of the NSC in Japan?
Well, obviously, there's concern in China. What we are concerned is the intention for Japan to setting up this NSC. The first thing we believe is that Japan is trying to utilize this framework to get rid of the post-war arrangements. Since in China, we believe that Japan has never correctly dealt with a history of aggression. So this is not a good news. Another thing is that it seems that Japan has taken China as a potential threat and potential enemy. In setting up NSC, we are putting in the branch with the DPRK and not with the allies and not with other regional countries. So it sends out some signal to China that Japan is concerned about us. Another thing is that it seems that Japan is trying to utilize this opportunity to try to form an ally to counterbalance China. That explains part of its plan to setting up hotlines with other countries. So the implication of this NSC will be that Shinzo Abe will have more power of saying in the cabinet and try to do whatever he wants. So it is kind of uncertainties for China. That is basically what we are worrying about.
And let me kind of continue on that thread. The first meeting of the NSC focusing on discussing the air defense zone created by China. So clearly some see this as a response to China, and some skeptics say that this entire project is just meant to show resolve on the part of the Prime Minister when it comes to China. Would you agree with that?
Well, I have to say that Japan's policies and its moves are not reactive or defensive. What we have seen is that setting up an NSC and all kinds of moves are already taken in Shinzo Abe's mind for years, as early as the first time he became prime minister. So we don't believe that this kind of action was kind of responsive measures to counterbalance China's increasing influence in East China Sea or China's increasing role in regional countries. It is Japan's, how to say, long-term dream to realize its goal to become a normal country and to get rid of the post-war arrangements.
You know, Shinzo Abe has said the door for dialogue is always open. What's it going to take to get both sides to sit down at the table and have a meaningful dialogue to kind of iron out this dispute?
Well, the truth is that China never says that we don't want to talk to Japan. The foundation for talks is that we need to set up some common grounds first. Well, I believe the most important thing is that Japan needs to understand that when it needs to talk to China, it needs to admit that we have disputes, we have problems with each other. That is the basic reason for us to get to talk. But the current situation is that Japan denies that there's disputes concerning the Diaoyu Islands, concerning a wide range of issues. So there's very weak grounds for China and Japan to hold summits. But from the working level, we have been communicating with each other very well. So that is what's going on between China and Japan now.
Su Xiaohui joining us from Beijing. We want to thank you so much.